What if I told you that in the next 30 days, you'll either transform your life completely or lock yourself into the same painful cycle of mediocrity, regret, and wasted time for years to come? That's not an exaggeration. It's a brutal fact backed by psychology. Studies show that over 90% of people never change their lives, not because they can't, but because they don't act within a short, decisive window when change is possible. That window is now. The next 30 days will either be the making of you or the end of your potential. And here's the one reason you must stay until the very last second of this video. By the end, you'll discover the single most powerful daily action, just one, that top performers, athletes, and entrepreneurs secretly use to rewire their lives faster than almost anyone else. If you miss this, you will waste years stumbling in the dark while others speed ahead. So if you've ever looked at your life and felt behind, if you've ever felt the sting of regret, this is your do or die moment. In the next few minutes, I'll give you the exact framework to transform your body, mind, and habits in just 30 days. But first, let me tell you a story. A man once came to me broken. His life was falling apart. His health was declining. His career was flatlined, and his relationships were collapsing. He told me, "I'll fix it one day." But the truth is, one day never comes. Every day he delayed, his problems multiplied until it was almost too late. That's the trap most people fall into. They believe they have more time, but ask any elderly person about their biggest regret and they'll tell you, it wasn't the mistakes they made, it was the chances they didn't take, the time they wasted thinking they had forever. You don't have forever, you have now, the next 30 days. And I'm going to walk you through how to use them like a weapon. Let's start with day one. The very first step is radical awareness. You cannot change what you won't admit. Write down, brutally honestly, where you're failing. Where are you wasting time? Where are you lying to yourself? Most people won't even do this because it hurts. But pain is the beginning of transformation. Neuroscience shows that the brain pays the most attention when something is emotionally charged. If you've been numbing yourself with distractions, it's time to wake up. Take inventory of your life. Because without this foundation, the next 30 days will collapse. Day 2 to 7, you must focus on one thing above all else, controlling your mornings. Why? Because the first hour of your day dictates your brain chemistry for the rest of the day. If you wake up and instantly scroll social media, you're feeding your brain dopamine hits that keep you weak and distracted. But if you wake up, move your body, breathe deeply, write your goals down, you're priming your brain for discipline. And discipline is the single greatest predictor of long-term success. Research from Stanford University proves that willpower is like a muscle. It grows with consistent use. Your mornings are the gym for your mind. Ignore this and your 30 days are wasted. By the second week, something interesting happens. You'll feel resistance. Your brain will scream, "This is too hard." That's the old you fighting for survival. But here's the truth. Pain is the doorway to progress. Athletes call it the adaptation response. When your body resists, it's about to grow. Your mind is the same. If you push through the discomfort of week 2, you're already in the top 10% of people who attempt change. But let's not just talk about habits, let's talk about identity. Because changing your life in 30 days isn't about forcing yourself to do random things, it's about becoming someone new. James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, explains this brilliantly. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you're becoming. Miss a workout? That's a vote for being weak. Write one page? That's a vote for being a writer. So in these 30 days, every choice you make is shaping your identity. This is why it's do or die. Because if you choose laziness, you're wiring laziness into your brain. Choose discipline, and you wire strength. And here's a secret most people don't know. The brain rewires faster than you think. A study in the European Journal of Social Psychology found that new habits can be formed in as little as 21 days with consistent repetition. That means in 30 days you can create a completely new identity. By week 3, your focus should shift from surviving to thriving. This is where you raise the stakes, add intensity. If you've been working out lightly, push harder. If you've been journaling, now write down not just your goals but your fears. What terrifies you if you fail? Fear is fuel when you channel it correctly. Elite soldiers use a method called fear setting, imagining the worst-case scenario in detail until they're no longer paralyzed by it. You can do the same. Write down what your life will look like in 5 years if you change nothing. Then look at it, feel it. That's the life you're running from. And here's the turning point. By day 20, Your brain starts craving discipline instead of avoiding it. You'll notice small wins, clearer thinking, stronger body, more confidence, and those wins stack. Psychologists call this the success spiral. Small achievements trigger dopamine, which motivates you to aim higher. By the end of week 3, you're unstoppable. But you can't stop here, because the last 10 days are where most people either break through or break down. And this is where I need you to stay with me until the end of this video, because the final stage, the one daily action I promised earlier, is coming. Before that, I need to tell you something important. If you've made it this far into the video, you're not average. Average people already clicked away. You're different. You're hungry. Which is why I want you to take a second and commit right now. Drop a comment below saying 30 days if you're ready to take this seriously, because declaring your goal publicly increases your chances of achieving it by 65%, according to a study from the American Society of Training and Development. And if you're really serious, hit that subscribe button, because I'm dropping strategies like this every week that most people would pay thousands for. That's your call to action. But more importantly, it's your declaration to yourself. You've started your transformation the moment you commit. Now, let's move into the final phase of this 30-day reset, the make or break period that separates winners from losers. The final 10 days. This is where transformation becomes permanent or collapses into another failed attempt. By now, your body and mind are adapting. You've created momentum, but momentum without direction is dangerous, because the closer you get to change, the louder the old version of you will fight back. This is why the last stretch is about one thing: consolidation. You need to lock in your new identity so it doesn't slip away the moment these 30 days end. And here's how. First, increase accountability. Find someone you respect, a friend, mentor, even a family member, and tell them exactly what you're doing. Psychology shows we are far more likely to follow through when someone else is watching. In fact, research from the Dominican University proved that people who wrote down their goals and shared them with someone supportive were 76% more likely to achieve them. So don't keep this journey private. Declare it, because the fear of embarrassment is a powerful motivator. Second, raise the stakes. Promise yourself a painful consequence if you quit, something you'll actually hate. Maybe it's donating money to a cause you don't support. Maybe it's deleting your favorite app for a month. The brain is hardwired to avoid pain more than it seeks pleasure, which is why consequences work better than rewards. Now here's the secret action I promised you at the start. The one daily action that can rewire your life faster than almost anything else. Reflection. Every night without fail, sit down for 10 minutes and write 2 things: what you did well today and what you failed at. That's it. It sounds simple, but here's why it's powerful. Self-reflection activates the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making and long-term planning. Studies from Harvard Business School found that people who spent 15 minutes reflecting at the end of the day performed 23% better after just 10 days compared to those who didn't. Why? Because reflection transforms experience into learning. Without it, you just live the same day on repeat. With it, every day compounds into growth. In your final 10 days, this nightly ritual is the glue that holds everything together. Pair it with visualization. Imagine the person you want to be in vivid detail. See yourself already living that life, and you'll start to unconsciously align your behavior with that vision. By day 30, you won't just feel different, you'll be different, stronger, sharper, more alive. And here's the harsh truth. If you don't commit to these 30 days, nothing changes. You'll slip back into old patterns, wake up a year from now in the same place, and wonder why your life never moves forward. But if you do commit, if you take this seriously, you'll look back just 1 month from now and barely recognize yourself in the best possible way. So ask yourself, will you waste another month, or will you finally change everything? The choice is yours, and it's do or die.